Yo, and welcome to another episode of the Let's Talk Footy podcast. Yours truly, Samson.
Yoni in the house.
What's going on? This is Dag.
What's going on with you guys? How you guys doing today?
Fresh off of a draw that feels like a loss, so can't say that I'm feeling upbeat. But you know, we surviving.
You surviving.
We surviving.
How about you, Yoni?
To be honest, today I'm feeling much better than yesterday. Yesterday kind of ruined my mood was ruined.
I mean, we're fresh off of it, so you get how we feel then.
Yeah, I do 100% get how you feel.
And we ain't even lose.
Until I drank some vodka.
Hey, you gotta numb the pain.
I had to numb it a little bit.
You gotta numb the pain.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
Let's get into it. So this week in the Premier League, a lot of big fixtures. A lot of disappointing results. You know, we can start with the United side today. Because, you know, our game was today. We're going to finish with our game. But, yeah, bro, like, what are your thoughts? You know, this is United's second loss in a row.
Yeah.
Second loss in a row. We're 5 games into the season. What's going on?
I got a cold, but I was still not going to miss this one because I'm here to go off, to be honest. But yeah, are you asking me about the performance yesterday?
The performance of the game and, like, I guess the direction of your team at this point, because
I don't know which direction my team is going. And that's the most worrying thing to say after. I mean, you could say last year was his first year. We're building up. We're a new team and all that. But after having bought more than like 7-8 players that you really wanted and still not knowing where you're headed, come on, man. What does that mean? It's kind of like I had to backtrack a lot of things. And yeah, I blame most of the stuff on the manager yesterday. I can't lie. Yesterday, it doesn't matter who plays for De Zerbi. Like when you look at Brandon now, you don't even have to watch you don't even have to look at the team sheet, bro. Whoever they played yesterday, they didn't have Estupinian, they didn't have Evan Ferguson, they didn't have a lot of players. And they still managed to play the same style of football. They still managed to play the same way they played each week, bro. And look at us. We didn't know how we played. Of course, there's that like hit on the run and all that Ten Hag, you know how. But that's not a system itself. That's a way of doing some things. You right? Well, yesterday, De Zerbi tactically outclassed Ten Hag, and that was the most worrying part for me. And guess what? Actually, today is his first year since he got appointed for
as manager.
As a manager. Yesterday was 364. Today is his first year that he got appointed for Brandon, and this guy came after Ten Hag. That makes me even more worried.
I mean, he's been coming after everybody, so don't feel special.
I mean, yeah.
Don't feel special. De Zerbi's been coming after everybody.
I'm not feeling special, to be honest, but I thought Ten Hag was tactically up there with anyone. You know, I thought of him when we signed Ten Hag, as to say he has a clear way of doing, clear direction of playing, but he hasn't translated it into the football pitch, and that's worrying me, bro.
You see, this is what
beating Ten Hag.
This is
even Ten Hag. I do not understand what he wants out of
his
players sometimes.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Let me tell you, not only that, bro. Let's get into the details, bro. Like yesterday, I know he's really good with man management, with the fact that he controls his changing room, and he's the one that, you know, set the temper of the players. You know, he has very strict moral guidelines, and not only that, he has strict disciplines that players have to follow. But yeah, of course, there's that situation that happened with Ronaldo about a year ago, and yeah, he was not respecting the team, the club, and he had to fire him out. I understand. We always said, as a United fan, especially after having Ole, that sucks. I don't want to curse, but that's a yes man, let's say, for the players. He's a very chill guy. But Ten Hag is, on the contrary, like very different than Ole, and we wanted that, but Ten Hag seems to do that with some of the players. Yesterday, I gotta be real, man. The lack of pressing I saw on a Ten Hag team is absolutely worrying, man. They were not even trying.
More so they were getting broken through. Yeah, more so they were getting broken through. Yeah.
I gotta blame the wingers yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, Rashford. First of all, he was absolutely selfish. And we all know Rashford is selfish because he's a mix of like left wing and a striker.
Right.
Like he comes off the left and he wants to shoot all the time. So he's not really a winger because he's not really supplying to his striker.
Right.
So him and Holland playing together, if they're not intertwined and if they're not passing to each other, it's already an issue for me. But other than that, there's a lot of instances. I'm a big fan of Rashford, the way he shoots and all that. He creates chances and all that. Okay. But Rashford is lazy, man. I gotta give that to him. But my guy is lazy. As much as I love him, he's my passport. He's literally the code for my password on my phone, and it doesn't even matter though. I mean, anyone can get to it. I'm gonna change it tonight. Don't worry about it. No, but this just shows the level I like him. But yesterday he pissed me off, man.
Yeah.
He literally, not only that, he was not pressing. His presses were so lethargic. Same with Marshall. Why the hell is Marshall in my fucking club in 2023, man?
That's
bro,
I
was the biggest fan of Marshall too. When I say that, bro. And he, of course, took Hoyland after 16 minutes. He was blaming it on he was not fit. I do not care. We're losing that game at Old Trafford. I don't care if he's going to get... I know, of course, that's part of the management, but come on, man. He did not look like he was tired.
Mm-hmm.
Let's give it a bluff, bro. Like, there's a lot of places that, of course, the defending, for some reason, Lisandro is not as up to... It's not as to the level that he showed me to last year. I'm not gonna blame Onana on most of the goals because he's facing shots left and right.
Yeah,
this nigga faced 30 shots already.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sick. It's like
I wanna ask you. So I was watching this TikTok literally right after the game, and they were just putting players and what they've said about United and their past experience. Right? It was like Ronaldo said this. Zlatan was like, this club is so old fashioned. It was like Di Maria saying that, I feel like they only got me to sell jerseys. Alexis Sanchez saying when he first came into United, the first training at United, he begged his manager to go back to Arsenal. So it's like continuously these star players, they go to United and they always have a problem with, staff, management, of what sorts. Do you feel like this is beyond Ten Hag and this is something that,
of course,
is getting blocked by, ownership, to get...
I think the owners, respective with their limits. When I say that, I absolutely do not.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask a question real quick. I'm not a United fan, so I don't watch them as closely as my club. Who is in charge of y'all transfers? Like who makes but right now, who makes the final decision? Like, does Ten Hag give a list and they go and get those players?
Sure. I mean, as I can see it.
Because he wanted Anthony and they got Anthony. He wanted Lisandro. They got Lisandro.
As other times.
Even now,
I would say in Oli days or even Moyes days,
because
other times, I think at the moment, Erik Ten Hag is getting the players he wants, and not the club.
Okay.
Decisions.
All right. So this is
emphasize on that.
Right. So
Erik Ten Hag,
right.
He's not the type of manager that will let you bring players if he
doesn't
really
want
them.
Okay.
He's really
okay.
rigorous. He's really straightforward.
Right. So with that, that's where I'm getting a little bit. Now, yeah, I get what you're saying about the whole situation. Because for me, when you look at his play style, I mean, bro is total football, right? Like you see,
every sense.
You see all the players transitioning, moving around, switching, right? And so when you look at what he was doing with Ajax, you can see why it works. His CDM has the ability to drop into center back. His center back has the ability to switch with the CDM, right? If the wingers go ahead and move up into the striker position, the striker can go ahead and drop down, plays a 10 and all that stuff, right?
Translated that to United?
No, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that transition has not worked well. Because if you look at the players that he's using to make that transition work, why was McTominay being used as a right mid? Like, you get what I'm saying? I get the whole point is that he's going to be transitioning and moving to different positions of the field, so he's not always going to be at right mid, but it's more about the player having the ability to do that. You get what I'm saying? Because if we go back to the Ajax, right? You have Bergwijn on the wing who can go into the center forward role, who can go into the 10 role, who can go into the wing role. You get what I'm saying? So it works. but then you have Bruno Fernandes as far down as right back.
That is shocking.
You get what I'm saying? Like there was moments where and it worked because that's how y'all got the Højlund chance.
He did.
It was Bruno dropping all the way down, so the field opened up. You saw the way it was like a spider web. Opened up, and then he was able to spray the passes. So you can see how in instances where it would work. But the players that he has, oh my goodness, these are not the players that's going to make it work. And let me just say, I can understand the Mason Mount buy now. I can understand the Mason Mount buy. Because in that form of situation, if you're not asking him to stick to one tactical position, you know what I'm saying? Because if you were going to use him as a 6 and only a 6, that's not going to work. But if you're asking him to rotate and everything, I understand it. But yeah, bro. Brighton walked in there because Brighton's system is very, very weird because they do the whole transition stuff
in a different way,
right? Because it's only the midfield.
Even crazier.
It's only the midfield and the strike partnership that does it, and it's very, very. Oh, dude, I'm saying De Zerbi is a very top manager, top manager, and I'm very, very scared to go up against them next in the Carabao Cup. I'm very, very scared.
They're holding top 5 within 5 games in the Prem, so we'll see where they go. But we should transfer to the.
Not even. I had one more. Even like some of the. Let me finish real quick. With,
go ahead.
Go ahead. Let your keep going. Go ahead.
Like even with the way he's handling Sancho, I mean, last year was pretty good. He sent him away to Germany in order to to get back to full fitness and to full mental health. Fine, but like the way he throws some players under the bus, I don't really like it. I know he's straightforward. He's not really used, and I know he's not really used to the British Premier League and how the media evaporates. Not only that, how the media takes the smallest things and it's literally
so big.
Literally create fire out of the little. They create a meal out of nothing, and sometimes the way he handles the press and all that, I'm just not a big fan of. And of course, and that's not even translated. If the thing on the pitch was good, people would forget the Sancho situation. The Anthony situation is another mess that we're in. So as a club right now, we're in a lot of mess. We had a Greenwood situation. We had Anthony now. Anthony is looking. I mean, I'm not gonna comment on it, but the girl is looking to do something crazy. No, she sued him already, but she apparently is a false rape issue. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
But we'll get to. I mean,
it's been around for a while. It's not new. That's the crazy part. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, it came out either during the summer.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, summertime.
It came out during the summer, right? And so I was like, so he started the season. So that's why it made no sense to me.
She pressed charges in the Brazil court later on, though.
Oh, no. It was in the beginning. That's why it became news, because she pressed charges.
I think at that time she revealed that she was going to press charge, but she did not exactly do it. I think that's why.
It's the same. I don't.
I mean, she said she's going to.
Yeah, to me, it makes no difference. To me, it makes no difference.
It makes no difference. But yeah, man, I mean, right now, what I want to see from Ten Hag. Right. I want to see him giving the chance. And Ten Hag, when we talked about Ten Hag coming to United, is him giving chances to young players. And he did that for the first time this game because he had to. And the Halibal Medri, Tunisian international, that does barely have minutes for United on the team sheet, he came and he scored a banger. There was another form of, you see, like that excites United fans for me. The youngsters that we used to, that's the club's identity, to bring players out of the academy. We've seen it with Marcus, we've seen it with Greenwood, we've seen it back in the days with the Bubsy boys, but we've seen it with a lot of players. And I don't think he's even doing that with the slightest chance. But we say Erik ten Hag is a guy that nurtures the young players and takes them to the high level. And I haven't really seen that because I can't tell you one United player that went out of academy and strived under Ten Hag. There's none. And I want to see that with Mesri. I want to see that with Garnacho. I want to see that with of course with the Amad Diallo. Last year with Sunday, he was literally championship player of the season. Of course he's injured right now. Yeah. But when they're in, if Rashford is dropping a stinker, you have to be as harsh as he is on Sancho, on Ronaldo, and as bad as he was, because this game he was dreadful. He has to sub him out and give Garnacho a chance. Give like I haven't mentioned Palestri. Palestri, I swear, every time he comes, he does something.
Mm-hmm.
He goes so much under the radar because he's a very lovely guy. I don't think he's the one to complain and all that. But every time you ask of Palestri, he's up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, he's a starter for fucking Uruguay, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a joke.
Uruguay,
When you're in the reserve of United and you're starting for Uruguay, man. Come on. And I want to see him giving chances to these kids. I want him to play with I want him to be as ruthless as he is with the discipline and all that. I want him to be ruthless as he is with the team sheet.
Yep.
We lost 2 games in a row. I don't want to see the same formation right now. Not only the formation, I don't want to see the same lineup. I want to see something different. He can play with 11 youngsters. I don't care. At least that shows me that, he's doing something. And and then we'll see if there's issues with the system and whatnot. But for that, we got a game on Tuesday too, man. I'm not even going to talk about that. But
Yeah, we can talk about it a little later.
I was gonna say, so have you gave up on Ten Hag, or do you think?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I'm asking.
No, man.
I'm asking.
No, you're poking.
Yeah.
You're poking.
I'm asking.
You're poking.
Poking me, man.
But no, on a
Have you
genuine-
given up on Poch?
Well, Poch has definitely been there for much less time. Ten Hag's been there for a year. That is it completely different situation.
You're trying to be politically correct. Stop that shit. Let me see something. But yeah, I haven't given up on Oli. I cannot have, like, last year. A lot of people were going crazy, and he turned it around to go finish third in the Premier League, and you also won a Carabao Cup. You were in finals, 2 finals, the 1 semi-final. So I mean, come on. First year he did a lot. I'm not gonna go berserk on him after a month of starting the Premier League. That's not fair. That's not you're not a real fan if you really do that. So, but we're gonna transition to your team, and I want to see you guys go crazy.
We'll transition to it. So today it's probably will come out on Wednesday after all Champions League games are done. But yeah, Bournemouth game early in the morning. Yeah, draw 0-0. It wasn't a loss.
By the way, let me drop a stat. Guess what? This was the first 0-0 in this Premier League calendar. Congratulations for Chelsea achieving that. There was no 0-0 until today. And it's been 46 games after.
You know what?
Crazy stat.
Terrorist football.
This is Dag. I'll say what I want to say. Then I'll let Dag go on his. I know he's has a plenty of things to say. But yeah, me personally, I don't think I was like crazy disappointed with the result. Do I think we could have won that game? Yeah, we could have won. We should have won, actually. Not could have. We should have. Like, on paper, and especially like how we played. I wouldn't say we played great, but we had opportunities to score. And I'm looking at the team sheet right now. Literally have 14 shots. And this is a continuous thing with Chelsea. We have many shots, and we just don't know how to calculate.
I mean, they have more shots than you.
No, we don't. We have more shots. 14.
How much they have?
13. It was by one.
On target.
We had 2 more on target. We have 6. They had 4. So we had more on target. 65% possession. So yeah, pass accuracy.
Fraudulent stats.
These are all fraudulent stats.
Fraudulent stats.
Doesn't matter.
At the end of the day, the game was
Does not
0-0.
matter.
You know what I mean? Even if they had won, these stats don't really matter, right? So yeah, I don't know what the next step is for Poch. We're 5 games in. Obviously, we did have some hype. I put us top 4
Ooh.
in the beginning of the season. I'm not saying
Where are you lowering your expectations?
Let's just get to European football next season. I'm not saying, obviously, we can make a change, and I'm not down we can make a change, but let's just get to European football. That's top 7, top 8,
I got a spicy one real quick. I'm sorry for interrupting. If, let's say, today, I mean, that might be an easy one to answer, but today, let's sack Poch, and tomorrow we're going to get De Zerbi at Chelsea. Are you guys going to be down or no?
Yeah, right now, yeah.
De Zerbi's not going to do it, but yeah.
I know De Zerbi's not going to
Yeah,
do
De Zerbi's not going to do it, but yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Why
No
would,
question.
Yeah, what did Poch do?
No question.
He didn't even prove himself like one time this year. Like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, that's my take on the situation. That's my take on the situation.
Being
Yeah,
a Chelsea manager is not easy, folks.
No, I mean, me personally, I never wanted Poch. But, I mean, so this is no, because let's be honest, but this is the hard life of being a fucking football fan, right? Like, you can hate on a nigga before, excuse my language. You can hate on a guy before he gets to your club, but then once he gets to your club, you have to like him. You get what I'm saying? You have to like him, you have to appreciate him, and you have to give him a chance. And I was like, you know what? They're going to give him a chance, so I'm going to give him a chance. But he was never my first choice. He wasn't my second choice, and he wasn't my third. He was my last. You get what I mean?
He was
my last, and they decided to go with him. And I was like, I'll roll with it. But I didn't really know what they thought was different, bro. This is a guy that failed with Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar. He didn't win a league with them three. You get what oh my goodness, bro. So look.
And this stems all back from last year, literally.
Because real quick, hold on.
I'm a fan of Poch.
Real quick.
I'm gonna let you go.
Because this is a full prem talk, right?
Yeah.
We should talk about Man City, Tottenham, and Arsenal, because those were 3 separate games and 3 separate instances where you have a coach with a system that knows what the fuck he's doing and that knows how to get the best out of the players that he's using. In all 3 of those games, they were not dominating the full entire game. You could argue all 3 of the favorite teams were struggling up until halftime and right up until after halftime. City were down to West Ham. It wasn't until right after the first half that they came back and they scored right after the first half.
Same with Spurs.
Same with Spurs. Sheffield was up the entire game. The entire game, and they came back right in the end.
That was a crazy one.
And then Arsenal, they weren't down, but
they were struggling.
Gabriel Martinelli goes down. And so I know Trossard is a perfect replacement, but you get what I'm saying. Once a key player goes down, that affects the entire team. And so to still stick true to your system that you've been playing for long enough. I know Arsenal and Man City have done it longer, but Tottenham have not done it for longer. But at this point, it's long enough that you've been playing to your system that you know it'll come true. You know it'll bear fruits. So what do? You stick to the system, you stick to the patterns, and you win the fucking game, man. Every single club. Apart from y'all. Yeah. Even fucking Liverpool.
Yep.
Even fucking Liverpool won. So you get...
I mean, we can talk about Aston Villa as well.
My goodness.
Yeah.
There's that
was a comeback.
This is precisely what happened last season, right? Last season, there was multiple weeks in a row where all the big teams dropped points, and we had the opportunity to jump to 7th or 6th. This is when, right before we made our, right before we fell below 10th, right when we were at 10th that first week, and the 2-3 weeks we were at 10th, there was 3 clubs. It was Liverpool, and then Newcastle lost, I think it was, and then Aston Villa and them. All of them were losing. And we could have gone up to 7th and saved our season. But instead, we dropped and dropped and dropped. And this is the same shit this season. Past couple weeks, all the clubs have been struggling, trying to figure it out. We had the opportunity to come good. No, we're playing fucking... And we're not even playing good teams. We're playing dog shit. We're playing
Luton.
We're playing Dookie, bro.
You had Bournemouth and Luton.
We've only played one big team.
And so
our whole season.
Let me just. You see, this is.
In 5 games, we played one big team, and we have one win.
The reason I'm rambling, right? The reason I'm rambling, right? Because I want y'all to hear how it doesn't even have to do with how we played. Do you get what I mean? It doesn't have to do with how we played. It has to do with watching what your competition is doing, right? Because we're the last game.
But listen,
hold on. We're the second to last game. So we can see the results of what has happened. So we know what we have to do. We saw y'all lose. We saw everyone else win. Apart from Arsenal, they were after us.
We could have been top. We could have been in the 9th, 8th. We could have been 9th, 8th in the Prem.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it goes above a certain level when we're talking about a lackluster performance that we saw today, right? When we talk about, I feel like Poch was trying to make people eat their words because we were like, yeah, take Chilwell off. He's the reason. He's the fault. or and you could see it with Caldwell being absolutely ineffective on the offensive side, with Mudryk leaving him isolated a couple times, 2v1s that didn't help us at all, right? You see Robert Sanchez pulling off magical saves that he should never be put in those positions. And then, of course, you see us struggling to put the ball in the back of the net because of like a fucking voodoo curse of something.
Yeah.
If you watch that Sterling free kick, it was the most. Let me not say the most. Let me not say the most. Because, of course, they've been way more crazier free kicks. But it was a beautiful shot. And it deserved a goal. It deserved a goal. You know how hard it is to hit a goal, or to hit a free kick that's right outside the penalty box.
Yeah,
right outside.
It's the hardest.
If you saw there,
And he almost whipped it, top it. Man, oh man, oh man. And then it was offsides right after. And it just shows you the unluckiness and like the kind of like the ugliness and the cloud that's just been over the club.
Who do you blame at this point?
I blame.
You blame.
Like I said.
You can't blame. Like
Look. I'm gonna blame the management because there's no one else to blame. Because I just told you about the other teams that stuck true to the patterns of play that they know, and that it bear fruit.
But my confusion is where.
Let me explain to you. Hold on. It's the same thing that we were talking about last week. It was the same thing that we were talking about last week. All right, and I don't want to say. And let me just say it like this: in recent times, right? Because in recent times, the fullbacks have been they've been asked to do so much. Yeah. They've been such a big part. And in recent times, there's only been 2 examples off the top of my head. There's only really been 2 examples where you can see where not having fullback helps can actually work. And you have to have the best in the world at left wing in order for it to happen. You got to have Mbappe and you got to have Vinny in order for it to happen at this moment. Hold on. That goes into what I'm trying to say. These dudes, this dude Poch still thinks he has Mbappe. He still thinks he has Mbappe because that has to be it. Because he's not asking his left back. He's not asking his left back to do anything on offense. He's not asking him to do anything. We're playing with 3 men. If you look at how City if you look at how City attack, how Arsenal attack, how Tottenham attack, how Brighton attack, they attack with 11 men. You cannot attack with 5 men. I don't understand. Your opponent will defend with more. Like, what more do you need? If you have 5 men and your opponent puts 7 in the box, what do you think they're going to do? Like, what do you think the outcome is going to be? The most possible outcome. Because that's how Pep thinks. In every scenario of play, he simply outmans and outnumbers the opposition. That's how they create chances. So it makes no sense for you to have 5 players in attack and think they can break down 8, 9. It makes no sense.
We have like half of our team in the back.
Dude, it is literally mental. It is literally mental.
And the thing
mental.
But the thing is, this system failed for 2 games and he didn't make a change. Right? He didn't make a change. That's the problem. He played with the same. This is the same formation.
Remember
game 1 of this season.
Exactly. So do you remember
same exact formation?
Do you remember what you asked me?
Huh?
Do you remember what you asked me about what position is Chilwell playing?
Yeah.
Did you watch the game today with Chelsea?
I did not. I'm sorry.
If you just watch the highlights afterwards, afterwards. But as you're watching, just the position that Mykhailo Mudryk is in, that's where Chilwell has been playing. All right, that's what I want you to watch. It's just been left wing. That's what I want you to watch. Right. So it just shows you how our left side has been absolutely dead, and how you cannot play football with only 60% of the field. Yeah. It's impossible.
Especially nowadays.
It's impossible, man. It's not possible. It makes it too easy for a defense to set up against, and it makes it too easy to stop. And today, he actually switched it so that we use the full field. You get what I'm saying? But
the big
like 75. You get what I mean? Because you still need that left back, bro.
You do.
Today showed. I thought because the past couple games have been Chilwell and Colwell. So we've had no help from the left side.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been completely impossible. So I thought, okay, maybe you can get away with Colwell, but you need to have an attacker in left wing. But today showed me, no, bro, you need to have attacking support from the left as well. On top of that, the pace that we play at is probably we have the most possession in the Premier League because we play at the slowest rate.
No,
Okay,
this
is we play at the slowest
stemming from
rate.
last year.
Yeah. This is stemming from the past 4. No. This is stemming from like Jorginho, like sorry days. We have one of the slowest rates of all time, bro. And so we're never gonna break a team down, like especially in a low block.
It's walking. Sometimes a player are just walking past.
Yeah.
I mean, you could not break a line. I mean, you can, but it's not gonna go anywhere. And more than that, you guys are relying on individual brilliance, and that's not a system.
And we have no brilliant players in order to provide it.
You don't have that
We don't have brilliant players to provide it, and we're relying on it.
It's crazy to say after spending a bill.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Literally, at the Aston Villa game we play next week.
And I want to use injuries. I want to use injuries as an excuse, but I have never been one for that. That is why I believe we have spent $1 billion. So that you don't use injuries as an excuse.
You have that much on your roster.
You get what I'm saying? You have that many people on your roster. That's the whole point of spending $1 billion. Is you have people after people after people to plug in and to play. And today we had the pieces to win, and we just wasn't set up in the right way to do so.
You know, it's crazy. I was about to say we play Aston Villa next week, and we're literally favorites. I'm kind of confused on why, but
we shouldn't be. We're gonna lose that game.
I don't know why.
We're gonna lose that game.
Even as a Chelsea fan, I'm kind of.
It doesn't matter. It's for the bettings.
Yeah, but we're gonna lose that game. Yeah.
It's gonna be very interesting to watch.
I think.
I mean, even Emily's doing good, bro. It's crazy.
What do you guys think? Well, I would say for us, right? For me, what do you think? I believe that could be changed to help us have a better season. Obviously, the Poch thing, I think he's gonna stay as manager. I think we could cut some people out of defense. Like we don't need that many people back.
By the way, you cannot play with 3 CCs. Like even the system itself is the problem.
We can't play. I feel like we do.
Yeah. I agree. Thiago Silva is a big part of it too.
It's the big part of the situation. And we talked about it last week.
He moves too slow, dude.
We talked about it.
His age is showing in ways that's like, I need y'all to slow down for me.
Yeah. And he's happy.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like yeah, and it's almost like he's directing traffic and ways to go, and it's like
he's like the manager while playing on the field.
but it's almost but imagine the slowest player doing that.
That's the thing.
You get what I mean? So I can imagine Enzo doing that because he's like, okay, make that run so that I can get the ball to you.
But nah,
no, Thiago's just like space out,
space out,
yeah. And he'll hold the ball, space out, and it just waste time.
As an extra player wasted on Thiago.
It's a shame. It's a damn shame, man. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a Chelsea game. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a Chelsea game.
The Loon game was just obviously we killed them.
Hell no, bro. But I couldn't enjoy that.
I don't think we were a bit better.
I couldn't enjoy that shit anyway.
Do you know what a killing is?
Okay, and it said we won. Like
we
were the much better team.
It was 3-0, but we didn't kill them.
We were the much better team. But besides that, Chelsea games have been just kind of like tough, stressful to watch. It's just stressful to watch. At this
Horrid,
point.
Man. Horrid.
It's not entertaining as well. That's the
horrid.
Worst. I mean, you could be entertaining and lose.
Yeah. We're not entertaining. We are one of the sorriest teams. Like
I haven't said that in a minute.
The crazy thing is, like, you know what? I don't want to get on these players. I really, really, really don't want to get on these players. But the performances today was fucking sorry. Jackson did not have a good game. Yeah. Enzo did not have a good game. Gallagher did not have a good game. Because he was the one that was supposed to be the answer. He was the one that had all the space. They were providing him the most amount of time. And he almost did it with Sterling where he gave him that one little chip through. Yeah. But then Sterling, I don't know what the fuck he was trying. I don't know if it was a cross. If you look at the replay, they flipped the angle so that you can see it from like the striker's point of view. And not one point did Sterling take his head up to look for a cross. So I cannot believe that he is trying to cross it at that point. Because I do not know who crosses a ball not knowing a person is there. Let me take that back. Let me take that back. Because I understand there's some systems where you're supposed to cross the ball and the player's supposed to gamble. I understand that. But this was not one of those scenarios. And he had time to look and then cross. Instead, he just looked down and just hit the ball and it just something happened. Something happened. So I don't want to get on the players, but they also need to step up, man. They also need to step up. The amount of ground that Enzo was being tasked to cover was too much. Too much.
You could see him, like, bro. He was like literally dead.
Yeah, he was gassed. Yeah.
Well, both teams struggling right now.
I mean, you guys are lucky. You guys don't have European.
Yeah,
you guys don't have European competition, so you guys can focus on the.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Well, before getting into that, just want to say that so looking at standings. United and Chelsea are just right on top of each other, same points, 13th and 14th. So you can only go up from here. So
you can go down too, man.
You can go.
I hope these big clubs don't go more down than 13th, 14th. But again, we'll see. We do have some tough competition with Aston Villa, guys. Yeah, we just get into you guys.
Who do we play next?
Premier League. Let me check it out. Not Crystal Palace, my fault. Burnley. So you guys could win that game. You guys could beat Burnley. It's gonna be tough though.
Nah, y'all can beat Burnley.
But it's gonna be a tough game. After from what you guys.
More?
Yeah. So getting into Champions League matches, like he said, big one on Tuesday, first week of matches, Bayern and United. I think it's a no-brainer who I think is gonna win this match. But
I wouldn't even say no. I wouldn't. You see, this is the thing. Like,
you think but
form is a big thing. Yeah. Form is a big thing. But
I know what you mean.
Even Tuchel, I watched Bayern Munich against Bayern Leverkusen. I watched Bayern Munich against Bayern Leverkusen the last game. They looked meaty. Like they looked average. Not average, but like they didn't look like anything special. You get what I mean? Bayern Leverkusen held their own. They held their own. And look, Florian Wirtz is a big part in that. He was creating like a motherfucker. But at the same time, I still think that with Bruno Fernandes, y'all will have the ability to open them up. Their defense was a little shaky, bro. Kim Min-jae has not exactly assimilated the perfect way.
Especially, and he has and Tuchel, for some reason, he doesn't like the lip.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
He has an issue with the lip.
Are you guys playing at Old Trafford?
No, it's in
Germany?
Yeah. But no, that is gonna be a game to watch.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
That is gonna be a game to watch.
I wouldn't be able to predict it, and I mean, it might be easy for some, but I think
Harry Kane coming back to England.
That's my first time watching Harry Kane.
But it's in Germany.
My first time watching Harry Kane since he's left.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, but yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good one.
I think it's gonna be a good one. Too.
Obviously.
At least let me see something different. That's all I'm asking. Okay.
I think there are other games. Yeah, actually, there are no other really, like Lazio versus Atletico Madrid, PSG versus Dortmund.
Hey, PSG
versus Dortmund.
PSG is a different team with and without Ugarte. They played against.
Have you seen they lost?
They played against Nice.
I think their second loss.
Their second loss. They've drawn one, and then
listen.
Shaky.
Terem Moffi. Remember the fucking name. Terem Moffi.
Are you talking about the PSG?
No, for Nice. He plays for Nice. He had 2 goals and an assist against PSG. Dude.
Last weekend? Like this weekend?
This weekend.
You're not talking about Thuram's brother, right?
No. Terem Moffi. Terem.
Wait, I'm going to check him out.
This dude.
He's French?
No, I have no clue what he is. He might be. I think he's Nigerian.
He's Nigerian.
But dude, he is dirty. He had this one goal. His first goal was a pure striker goal. First shot off the left, it was kind of like getting bobbled around, and it just landed at his feet. He just lashed at it, deflection, went right past Donnarumma. Went in.
He's young too, 24.
The second goal.
Where is he from?
Nigeria.
But yeah, Terem Moffi, man, that third goal that he scored was an absolute fucking screamer as well. That dude's gonna be next man up. He's gonna be next man up, as well as we were talking about Bayern and Bayer Leverkusen, Victor Boniface. Yeah, him as well.
He's the top scorer
He's
right
cold.
now.
He's cold, man. He's fucking cold. He's very fucking cold as well.
I think we could also talk about
Milan.
No, we're gonna talk about.
Yeah,
Milan.
we need to talk about Milan as
Definitely,
well. We need to talk about Milan.
I was gonna talk about another Nigerian striker, Taiwo
Awoni.
He's cold. There's another guy, Orban, still doing crazy.
Yeah.
Bits.
Yep.
I mean, they're everywhere. Man.
Yep.
There's another
Gift
guy.
Orban. Yep.
They
Yep.
got
Yep.
the pace and like with the skill attached to the striker.
Yep.
Nigerians are very.
They got it, man. They got it. All they need to do is just tell them to switch positions. Pick something else, goddammit. We got enough.
we all know they like to strike.
Yeah, man. Even Mikel, bro, he was a cam before he came to Chelsea. Yeah, they had riots in Nigeria because we played him at CDM, man.
But yeah, going into I think the last biggest match going into UCL this week, Milan versus Newcastle.
Yes.
I think that's going to be a really big game. Like
Two teams coming off of relative downtime. I mean, Newcastle just won, but before that they had a little rough patch, and then Milan, yeah. Milan just got spanked. Milan just got spanked.
Whoa, that's
Milan,
goal, by the way.
dude. You should have seen his assist beforehand, bro. The way that he was playing with, he was playing with the AC Milan players. He was playing with them. The whole game. Listen, there's one thing, dude. Oh man, this is one thing that I hate, bro. Because I hate clowning old players, and then they like play good. Yeah. Like Mkhitaryan having a brace, bro, is not something that should be happening in 2023. Not something that should be happening. And the crazy part is, it shows you it's their system because Fratesi came on for him and did the same exact thing. It just shows you that, bro, Milan were missing a couple players. Yeah, yes, they were missing Tomori. But I don't think that was a big enough reason at all. They had Leao. They had Loftus-Cheek, who's been a really big player. They had
everyone was telling me, especially
they had Teo. They had Mainan, bro. They had a lot of their big players, and they got absolutely spanked. This is the fourth time in a row that they've lost to Inter.
Yeah,
this is dangerous. Not even dangerous. I don't want to say dangerous times because they've been playing so well up until that point. But dude, a 5-1 smacking is not something that you just like walk away from. It's not something that you take too kindly, bro. That's something that's gonna resonate. That's something that's gonna, especially your home rivals. Oh,
especially two teams that play in the same city, it's different. But not only that, a lot of people, especially in the U.S., are fans of AC Milan now because of the American ownership and the fact that they also
LeBron James of
exactly the fact that they also have the LeBron James of soccer. That's a big part. I don't know how, but Pulisic influence in America is kind of strange to me.
I think it's just because
I do not understand it.
He's just consistent in Europe. But beforehand, the United States players were like MLS stars. Like they used to be MLS stars, and then now I guess Clint Dempsey was in the.
Not only that, bro. Like he has a chokehold on the. Like he has some type of power because, like he holds a lot of the market. American market really follows Pulisic, so. It's kind of crazy to me.
I don't think the United States has had a player be in Europe this long. Like,
nah, come on.
It's not even. It's just he's the first. He's the first of the new generation.
Like a proper American too.
No, bro, he's just the first of the new generation. Had it been Wester McKinney before him, then he would have popped off beforehand. He was just the first of the generation to really break through, bro. Broke through a Dortmund. He's the first one to win the Champions League. First one to, bro. If you look at his records for like America for an American playing in Europe. If you look at his records, it's outrageous. So you'll understand where his like backing and his support comes from. It's not like crazy statistics, but it's just the first. You get what I'm saying? So it's understandable where his following and where his fame is coming from.
Yeah, and
but
I mean, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of AC Milan supporters that I know here.
And man, shout out Inter, man. Shout out Inter. Shout out their coach. Shout out Inzaghi.
Internacional.
Yeah. Shout out Inzaghi, man. He came in there. I mean, they were at home, so yeah. But he came and absolutely showed out. Absolutely showed out, bro. It was a game. God damn, bro. I bit my tongue so hard because this is the thing about me, bro. I love sports so much, but I just don't think that, like, I know history has a part to play in it, but it's like, I feel like, any given day, anyone can get it. So when I saw that, I knew that they hadn't won the past couple ones, But I was like, bro, they've been playing really, really well. Like, Inter have been playing, or no, AC have been playing really, really well. And Inter have been playing pretty decent too. But, I mean, AC have been playing really, really well. And so, I sat there through the match, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. It was like okay, of course, it wasn't every 5 minutes, but it was almost like every 5 minutes that Inter was getting an opportunity. They were getting absolutely hounded, ran off the park.
I think they're the favorites this year for this area.
Yeah, easily. Napoli haven't been.
Napoli, no.
Napoli have been a little sorry.
Napoli, like, let's not even talk. It's not even this season. Napoli starting from by the end of the year, by the end of the season last year, they were falling off. Kvaratskhelia's downfall. Like, no, I'm not gonna say it's a downfall. I'm sorry, but he hasn't been performing because it used to be week in, week out. We used to hear his name every week. But now, yeah, he hasn't performed over the last 5 months. I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's hampering also one of my guys, Oshiman, another Nigerian we forgot about.
And hampering his goal scoring record.
Yeah. So, but you know,
Nevertheless,
Nevertheless,
just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in for this week's Footy Pod. Hopefully, better results are both.
Y'all got to check this
parties.
out. It was pretty good.
The boys, we out.